Hi everyone, welcome to True Crime and Tarot. I am Natalie, the founder of this YouTube channel. So today's case is all about Lashaya Stine. So I've done some research on her case, and also I've done some tarot cards to see what the ins and outs of the case and things that may have happened to Lashaya. So I'm going to tell you some research that I have picked out for this case. If there is anything that is missing, please comment down below in the comment section. Okay, so this is Lashaya Stine case. She was born in February the 8th, 2000. She had long black hair, usually worn in a bun. She had brown eyes. She was 5'6" and 150 pounds at the time of her disappearance. Her race is black. She has scars and marks. That is quarter-sized round scar on Lashaya's chest. There is also, on the day of Lashaya's disappearance, Lashaya was last seen wearing a black v-neck t-shirt, a black stonewashed jeans, silver hoop earrings, and a silver watch on her left arm. On July 2016, Lashaya Stine left her residence in Aurora, Colorado around 2 a.m. Lashaya was last seen in the area of E. Montview Boulevard and N. Peona Street in the early morning hours. Lashaya was scheduled for a job interview on July the 16th but never arrived. Lashaya has not made any attempts to contact the family members or friends since she had been gone. Lashaya attended George Washington High School and was known to be a good student and was on the honor roll. Okay. Lashaya wanted to study nursing in college, and she had recently been selected by the University of Colorado Hospital for an internship. Lashaya's ex-boyfriend and friends were all questioned, but there were no clues or information come up that moved the case forward to find her, and no one was suspected of any foul play. Various tips come in and they pointed to Lashaya being a victim of a human trafficking. In these sightings, she was seen with a man who was thought to have been taking her in and out of Colorado and into different states. One tipster claimed to have seen Lashaya in a motel and accurately described a distinct scar on her chest. A girl who escaped from trafficking also came forward, claiming to have been with Lashaya. Unfortunately, police were never successful in finding her in any of these locations mentioned in these sightings. On November the 21st, 2020, after receiving tips and leads, Aurora Police has searched a house on 2200 Lansing Street, which is in the same area of Lashaya, where she was disappeared, where she was walking at that night. Police have said she knew the previous residents. Police have searched the house for roughly 3 days and have brought in equipment that can break through concrete. No news yet has come out whether anything was found that time. This is where I come in, and I sat down and I tuned into Lashaya Stine's energy, to the day she disappeared, and to see what the outcome was, what had happened and what is to happen, sort of things. So these are the questions I asked the cards. So number 1 was, what happened to Lashaya? Number 2, who was involved in her disappearance? 3, where is Lashaya now, or her body? And then 4, what is the final outcome of her case? Okay, what happened to Lashaya Stine? There is a lot of betrayal and aggression and violence, and a crime involving being used and getting killed by being stabbed in the back. Page of Swords. There was an enemy that was well guarded, that spied on Lashaya, that had some communication with Lashaya, that had some negotiation going on. Reverse 3 of Wands. There was no one that had any Lashaya's back. There was a lot of regrets and being very unsure of a relationship. Knight of Swords. There was a lot of daring acts and taking action where things happened fast to do with a dispute. or arguments. Nine of Swords. There was a lot of anxiety and being upset, like being in a nightmare, and mental anguish and cannot think straight. Suffering and crying, feeling like lashaya was imprisoned. She felt very, very intimidated. Reverse Queen of Swords. There was a woman who may have been someone's stepmother or an unkind mother that was very malicious and nasty, that may have been divorced or separated, that was involved in this case some way. Reverse Lovers. There was a bad breakup or possessiveness and controlling that may have been in Lashaya's ex-lover. It was a poor timing and a lot of bullying involved. Who was involved in the disappearance of Lashaya? Reverse Emperor. There's an older male that's very unpleasant, that is very irresponsible and aggressive, that's very corrupt, that is highly confident and refuses to help out and does illegal going on. Seven of Pentacles. There is someone that is either involved in farming or is waiting on money and goings-ons in shares in something. Reverse Ace of Pentacles. There was some corruption involving lack of money and poor investments. Reverse Eight of Pentacles. There was a lot of scams and taking risks with a bad reputation with a lot of disinterests. Knight of Cups. There was a lot of drinking and socialising going on, and there was a lot of chatting up that was involved and seduction involving with a young male. Where is Lashaya, stine, or her body now? Queen of Pentacles. There's a mature woman that has success, that takes no nonsense, that is very happy and hardworking, that is friendly, that may be a working parent. Tower. There was a sudden change and people turned against Lashaya that had badly threatened her. Reverse Eight of Cups. There was a wild goose chase where there's a choice to stay unhappy. There's also a distorted body image that is involved and that is running away. There's a need for forgiveness and an apology and a second chance. Reverse Six of Pentacles. There's discrimination and money scams and fraud and theft and unpaid money with strings attached. Five of Wands. There's a lot of rows and conflicts and disturbances and struggles. Three of Pentacles. There is some building plans and teamwork and determination and or renovation. Reverse King of Pentacles. There's an older male that is involved in abuse and neglect and a lot of corruption. What is the final outcome of Lashaya Stine's case? Reverse Star. So there's someone that has no interest in the case yet and has no faith in finding her. Reverse Four Swords. There's some slow recovery, and healing and not listening to anyone, and someone is to come out of jail. Reverse Seven of Swords. There's someone to get outsmarted and is getting caught, that can't face the consequences, that is a con man and a blackmailer. Ten of Pentacles. There is to be success and a gathering, a family gathering. There is something about a property or land. Okay then, so that is the research and the tarot card prediction that I have done on Lashaya Stine's case. If there is anything I missed out in the research, please comment down below. I'd really appreciate that. Let's hope Lashaya will get justice, to see if her family will get justice for Lashaya. Let's hope they can find her and bring her home. There is a lot of things that are coming this tarot card reading that I actually think have happened. There may be some truths in it, they've got to be, may not be 110% accurate, but there must be something for that to come out. So I really hope people can find her and bring her home. Until the next case, I see you all again soon. Bye.